I gotta tell you, unhacking the great hack sure is hungry work.
Yeah,
I am
ready to
starving. What about this table here? Should we get some food here?
Yeah.
I like it. What about you, Joyn? Tasty, tasty.
Yeah.
Should we decide what we're going to eat?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look, shall we? I'm feeling some fish food.
I'm feeling Greek salad.
Greek salad, koriatiki.
Can't go wrong with that.
Should we start with the Greek salad and then move on? Okay, I like
Perfect.
that. And then what would you like to drink?
Ooh, sparkling water.
Sparkling water. I'm going to go for a Coke Zero, sober for October.
Yeah.
I like it. Lexi, where's Adonis?
Adonis.
Adonis!
Me again? Yeah.
Hey,
How
dude.
can I help you?
Për mia koriatiki,
Koriatiki, thank you.
mia Coke Zero, mia
Sparkling
sparkling water, parakalo.
Right away.
Thank you, Adonis.
Be patient.
Okay. So, no mystery boxes this time. We've done
No.
Which 4 episodes have we done so far? We've done
Real accounts.
Real Accounts,
Children online.
Children Online,
Real privacy.
Real Privacy,
And fake news.
Fake News, the fakest of all. So there are 2 left, and I thought we'd do them in a specific order.
Okay.
So I thought we'd focus on democracy. It's going to pull together some of the other stuff that we've done.
Yeah.
So rather than using the mystery box, I've sent you the statistic for this episode on your phone.
Exciting.
So let's have a look at that.
Okay. So, Nigel Farage, favourite person,
Our favourite person.
has suggested that there was Russian collusion among the 3,200,000 people who have signed the Revoke Article 50 petition.
Okay.
On Friday afternoon, the petition, which calls for Article 50 to be revoked so that the UK can remain in the EU,
Okay.
had been signed by over 3,200,000 people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so what's the problem?
So, Mr. Farage tweeted data that appeared to show the petition had been signed by people in countries such as Russia and Spain.
Oh, so Farage thinks there's Russian collusion on the Remain
Mr.
vote.
Farage said, Russian collusion, we need an inquiry.
We need
here.
it. So wait, Farage says Russian collusion. We need an
He's-
inquiry.
he's
Nigel
calling-
Farage, Russian collusion. We need an inquiry.
Yeah,
Mr.
can you
Farage,
believe it?
Russian collusion. We need to find the compromised Kremlin assets. Farage, we need an inquiry into Russian collusion. Okay, that's an interesting starting point. So democracy, one person, one voice. This is what this episode's about. Let's talk about it. All right. So one person, one voice. Nigel points out that the armies of fake accounts not only can they be used to spread weaponized disinformation, but they can also be used to sign petitions online. So have you ever signed a petition online?
Yeah.
Okay, so which is it, like change.org?
Change.org. The UK government petition website.
UK government has a petition website. The UK government, they're interesting. So how many signatures
I think it's over 100,000 signatures, and then it gets debated in Parliament.
So if there's 100,000 signatures on the official government website, there is an official debate in Parliament on that matter.
Yeah.
And Change.org has 210 million, 300 million
users.
200 to 300 million users who sign petitions on there every day in India, in the UK, all across the world. And those petitions are used as the basis to kind of concretize socio-political movements.
Yeah.
So that Revoke Article 50 with 3.2 million people, that directly led to 1 million people actually marching through the streets of London in order to protest Brexit.
Yeah.
So these petitions, they're incredibly powerful. But they're incredibly important because when we talk about democracy, when we talk about fake accounts being a threat to democracy, fake news being a threat to democracy, the cornerstone of it all is one person, one voice.
Yeah.
And what has to be able to happen is that when people see things that they care about, they have to be able to express that voice. And for all of those voices to be aggregated so there's no much noise there. So, how can we solve this problem with democracy here? We've got change.org, we've got petitions that Nigel are pointing out are gameable by the same foreign actors who are using fake accounts.
When you sign those petitions, you are asked to provide an email and a postcode, but it's not
email
really
and a postcode,
a good verification process.
And we already showed that with the Facebook fake accounts, you can just buy them online for 9 cents a pop. So what's the solution? What do we need to do?
I think it comes back to real accounts again, right?
Okay.
So verified users. Digital ID verification.
Digital ID verification providers.
Tied in with
a petition service.
Exactly.
Right? So if you had real people on a real social media network signing real petitions, and each signature for each petition carried the same weight and security as like an e-signature, if you're signing a financial document, then that process of creating petitions, getting people to support them and then debating them in Parliament, that could change the way that all digital democracy works.
So this would solve that problem that Nigel Farage was talking about.
Nigel, when he talked about Russian collusion and fake accounts, gaming, remain.
I think I actually agree with him.
I think I agree with Nigel. I think the problem of gameable petitions that take advantage of one person, one voice, that concept that undermines democracy. If you digitally ID verify everyone and then build a petition mechanism within the social media network, you'd be able, that process could work. And Nigel would be happy, presumably, because the compromised Kremlin assets that are not Nigel Farage, they would. Yes, I've done it. Oh, thank you very much.
No, let me switch that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's the one. Thank you. He's so thoughtful.
Thank you, Adonis.
You are the best waiter ever. I'm surprised you have so many jobs at so many different venues, man. I don't know how you have time to also work with us.
I have time to serve you with your drink.
Thanks, Adonis.
Well, cheers.
Brilliant. Thank you. So, one problem. Democracy is gameable by fake petitions that are signed by fake accounts. Nigel thinks there's a question of Russian collusion involved there. And I think that we should listen to Nigel and we should shine the spotlight on that issue and we should solve the issue by digitally verifying everyone and creating a petition system within a social media, within Joyn social media.
Okay, that's a good idea.
To help solve it. And so that's what we're going to do, isn't it? So, what types? So the thing about petitions is that in a democracy, the moment that people want something to happen or something to change, it would be great if the lag time between people wanting that thing to happen and the thing actually happened was shortened and shortened. So can you think of any examples of like recent petitions or recent changes in laws which might have been accelerated by like a petition process?
So maybe here in Greece, I heard about petitions to criminalise people who abuse animals.
Yes.
Because I don't think that was.
No, because here in Greece there's a stray dog problem. So there's lots of stray dogs. You probably see them just walking around. A lot of stray dogs and stray cats. And unfortunately,
very cute.
Some people were going around and they would beat the dogs or they would torture the dogs because they found them annoying or scary or whatever. And a lot of that, suddenly some of those pictures and that footage went viral on social media and they could see that actually it was a real problem. And the problem was that animals weren't being taken care of properly and that the reason that was happening over and over again was there's no accountability for people who were committing those acts. And it was terrible, and like obviously the videos and pictures were terrible.
And the Joyn bear doesn't like hearing
The Joyn bear doesn't like,
he?
sorry, you shouldn't be listening to it. But what managed through the power of social is because then a massive petition and a load of awareness was raised on social media, those videos and those went viral, suddenly there was a lot of grassroots pressure on local politicians to advocate for a policy in Parliament to stricten and tighten the laws for criminals who essentially beat up animals, and they passed that law as a result. So we can see that that mechanism for social change comes from creating a grassroots movement, which comes from people being part of social groups online. So, you know, if it means that animals get better protection, if it means that, for instance, you know, LGBT rights were enshrined in law quicker, because more people would have been able to see more arguments for doing it quicker and put that pressure on sooner, then that will help us reclaim all of our rights. It will help us hold our politicians to account. It will help improve representative democracy because people can trust.
Yeah, we're seeing what people want.
Yeah, and that's what parliaments and governments want. And that for democracy to work, we need
one person, one voice.
One person, one voice, and a mechanism by which each of those voices get kind of
equal representation.
Equal representation and is represented in the parliament. And we can do that using petitions. Petitions are incredibly useful for that, and they grease the wheels of democracy. So let's secure that system, let's improve democracy, and let's speed up that lag time that from people wanting something to happen and change actually happening. That's how we do change. We give people a voice, a meaningful voice.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Joyn. Perfect. Great.
Awesome.